today is day 9 of 30 hours and 30 days. I have no clue how many hours I have in, and it's definitely not day 9. Skipped a couple days, worked a whole lot of hours a couple days, so we're just gonna jump into the floor pans again. So in the last video, I made a transmission hump, floor support, and then I cut out this factory brace to put in a piece of square tubing for a new floor support in the rear. Today I'm going to be building a transmission tunnel. First thing we gotta do before actually building this drive shaft tunnel is these new floor pans that we had fitted. We gotta trim to clear the new floor support that we built over the drive shaft. So I'll go ahead and get these all trimmed up, clecoed in. So since I'm not a magician when it comes to sheet metal, I'm going to be using poster board first to try to get our template and lay it out, make our marks and our cuts of where we need to put our bends, and then I'll transfer that to a piece of 18 gauge sheet metal before we put it in. Here I'm just measuring center of this poster board and center of each hump to the transmission hump and the new floor support that we built. Try to get everything lined up so we can fold and crease this poster board, make it as accurate as possible for the sheet metal. It's not perfect, but I've got some of our bends laid out, a couple cuts we have laid out here, but it looks like I can pretty much cut a piece of sheet metal the same size as this poster board to make it work. I marked this sheet metal a touch bigger than what I actually need so that I have some room to play with. Once we actually get it in and get it started to fit, I can go in and trim it and or bend it and make a flange for a cleco and some spot welds. My original plan was going to be to bend this outside of the truck and then fit it and keep bending it and fitting it, but I don't have any metal shaping tools, so I'm just using the floor support that I already have in it and some vice grips and clecos and a hammer to try to hammer this out. I'll use a hammer and dolly in the future to try to clean everything up and try to put some good creases in it. After a lot of banging and clanging and hammering and folding, I finally got the rear section to be folded around the floor support where I like, so I threw a tack weld on it. With changing my original plan of fitting the panel and then putting it in the truck to just fitting it to the truck, I completely forgot to grind all the paint off of these new floor pans. So now I'm trying to fit this band file end underneath this sheet metal and get as much off as I can so I have a solid surface to weld to. I'm just drilling some holes so we can put some plug welds into this floor. The absolute best thing to use when trying to suck metal down together is self-tappers. They're cheap, easy, and you can remove them and weld up the hole later. Alright guys, that's done for today's video. I'm going to finish welding this to the inner rocker and then we'll move to the driver's side of the drive shaft hump on the next one.